Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of the Stanley Parable. Uh, Last episode was one of those endings again where the game really is encouraging us just to turn off the game and stop playing video games. Really starting to sound like my mother, as it were. Nag, nag, nag. Just kidding. Love you, ma. But we are almost done with this series. It's been wild in the length of time. It'll still be wild. We have two more endings that we're gonna do. There's three more, but one of them is the art ending that takes 4 hours to play. And so forget that. You can go Google the Stanley Parable art ending and watch somebody else's video. Uh, watch an edited version. Don't sit there and watch 4 hours of gameplay. That's not worth it. Um, Last episode was technically called the work ending. So I don't know if that really is the work ending or work yourself to death ending. I certainly have had feelings of working on jobs feeling like I was working myself to death. Anyways, let's start this run. We still have a few more things that I want to accomplish before we're done. Uh, Let me ask everybody to go ahead and subscribe to my channel and um, turn off any ad blockers or whitelist me. Yeah, that's the other thing. Help me make a career. There are lots of other games to watch, lots of other things to do. Um, Even when this series is over. I don't know what I'm gonna
All of
replace
his
this series
co-workers
with.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The end is never the end is never the end.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It says it all on all the screens. Except for this one. I guess they wanted to not make it so blatantly obvious. There we go. Another input. Uh, when you look at these computers, even when this game came out, it was not anywhere as old as these computers are. That's a 5.5 floppy disk with a 3.5 floppy disk machine. And while a lot of my jobs have had some really old equipment, that's pushing the line. So, remember that ending where we went through the blue door? This time I want to go through the red door and actually see what he was trying to direct me to. It's a little irritating. I think this is a meta commentary. You can see through this window. You can see more doors that way, but you can never get through it. There's no way.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just
This
to
whole
admire it.
hallway, there's like nothing going on in that hallway. Nothing ever happens in this hallway.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
This is like a different description of the blue room. And we would have gotten
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
we are going to
A
get
room so
different
utterly
dialogues.
captivating that
Imagine
even though all your co-workers have
he has
mysteriously
like
vanished,
3 to
here
5
you
different
sit looking at these
sentences
chairs and some paintings.
for every cue.
Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But sometimes it says the exact same thing. Same thing. I like the concept of all games having everything dialogued 3-4 different ways, but that's a
Stanley
waste
was so
of
bad
time
at
and
following
money
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
to have a voice actor sit there and record 3 to 4 versions that may never ever be heard by a player.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
So both endings, if you stay on the conveyor, are pretty bad endings. Really all the endings we've seen, except for the very first one, are the bad endings. Another bit of meta commentary there. I would say every single ending in this game, except for the one you're specifically pushed with really no direction to not veer away from, is a bad ending. Only the good ending, the ending where you follow the narrator's direction, is a good ending. I don't know if that made sense, what I just said. But here we go.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
So last time we went through the blue door again, but this time I do want to see what's behind the red door. So here we go.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier
now.
if we just
This
stopped.
is just nothing but a circle.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
So, door is open on this side, and door is open on this side. Don't think it matters which one I go into. Let's go. Again we're in darkness, again we're in a loading screen.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
So we're getting some trippy graphics, but not that interesting. A little bit more visualization stuff going on. And some star fields. Let's see, what's down this way? And this is the only direction. Isn't this the direction we came in? Can we jump off? No. Invisible walls. One of the banes of my existence. There we go.
No, wait. Where are you
Taking
going?
Somewhere different. See what's over here.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Okay. So I can go mess with the stairs and potentially die and make the game reset.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Why is the narrator so happy to show us just a bunch of colorful things that don't really matter? And why is it so happy for us to sit here and watch them? Well, this is a strange effect. The blurriness on it. Oh, the blur is real on that. Meta commentary on video games. Usually very happy at certain points, at least, for us to sit around, stand around, and do nothing while they are showing us flashy graphics. But they don't want us to make a choice in this situation. No, they don't want us to move. They just want us to watch. This is cutscenes.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
But, on the other hand, do I really want to just go upstairs that potentially might hurt me? Does that make sense?
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
No, I'm just teasing him. I'm just screwing with him. As much as the narrator is screwed with us in many different endings. We never really do get a great feel whether the narrator is a helpful sort or an evil sort. It seems like sometimes he's one way, sometimes he's the other. It just depends on what door you chose and which path you took. Okay, this time he's not saying anything. So I think I've exhausted his dialogue at this point. Alright, let's check out the stairs and see what happens.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
I will die going upstairs. Why?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Well, I suppose I could jump off and kill myself. There's a door here that's been boarded over. Window that's been boarded over. See if he says anything if we go back. Nope. I've exhausted his dialogue. Thus, the game is indicating to me I should kill myself. It's not a completely rare occasion that games indicate you should kill yourself while playing them. It's often an easy solution for a restart. It sometimes is the solution for winning a game, but usually the games try to have a lot of heavy-handed dialogue about
Please, Stanley,
sacrifice.
think about what you're doing.
Thinking about what I'm doing. Well, I have really no choice, do I? It's either stay forever watching stars or jump off. So let's jump off.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I like moving. I like progressing. I often use the term progress or progression
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
in my reviews and critiques, and how far I'm willing to continue a series if I'm not progressing, if it in a timely enough manner we're not um, unlocking something, at least doing something, getting XP, getting
No.
skill.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you, do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
So I triggered one thing right after the other. That is the one problem with video games and scripting narrator comments. You have to keep them pretty far away from each other, otherwise people might run into the spots where the person will start talking and create this long chain of commentary. Alright, so we survived it once, let's see if we survive it twice.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not.
I'm just stringing him along, making him suffer.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I guess. Guess you could take it that way. Another meta commentary that's being made here is where you have to do things 3 times in a row a lot. Particularly Nintendo games are very familiar with that concept of having to hit the enemy 3 times to win. I'm having to jump from this 3 times to die. Where in all realism, the first jump would have been more than enough.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I'm teasing him.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
So, not even 3 times. Usually 3rd time's the charm. It's a little irritating. Narrator is so defeated at this point. But I don't feel sorry for him. He's done a lot of nasty things on these endings. At least this way I can get some small revenge in killing myself and derailing his narrative.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
And that's that ending. Very strange ending. That's technically called the space ending. And we just killed ourselves. Uh, every time we run into an ending, it's either we got the good ending or we got a bad ending that killed us. Didn't they all kill us? Let's see. Hmm. I'll have to go back and look at the chart I'm using, but it seems like any ending that resets the game ends with us dying, except for the good ending. So, definitely a commentary there. You can't just have a bad ending that goes on, because I guess the assumption there is you can always make life better, or video game life better. So, we had to kill ourselves to restart. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. We have, I believe, one more ending, so next episode should be our last. I have no idea what series I'll do after this, but subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. You'll see it. It will be released at noon Monday through Friday, just replacing this basically. I hope you enjoy it, whatever it is. I hope you've enjoyed this. We're done with this episode. As always, I ask you to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, uh, comment if you want to, share the videos with your friends. I need lots of people to see it, and watch every second of my videos because I need those lots of people to actually watch most of it. That all helps me with YouTube's algorithm and determining whether my video is a video worthy of being put in front of other people's eyes. Uh, I have fan funding enabled, so if you've liked this and you want to support me and help me get newer and more games to review and critique upon, like I have been doing on this one, uh, what you can do is click on my name, Rydo. That'll take you to my main YouTube page. That's also a good place to subscribe, but also there on the right is a blue button that says support this channel, and you can click there and donate any amount whatsoever. The amount really doesn't matter much to me. It's more about people saying they're willing to support me at the moment. Um, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Google Plus, both of which would help me with those services, or if you just want to friend me with on Steam or Battle.net, all that information is down below in the description, so you can click on those links and figure out how to follow me or friend me. All Go ahead and do all of that. That's very helpful. Yep. And so that's it. One more episode, I think. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.